Yo, peace. What up? What up? I am the SouthWst Shaman. This is StereoPHiX 888 coming from Phoenix, Arizona. And this is with love from AZ right here, basically. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what this channel is all about. This channel is all about growth. And I'm going to put y'all on to what I'm doing as I go with my YouTube channel. And at the same time, introduce you to myself each time. I am the SouthWst Shaman for a reason. I am the SouthWst Shaman because I suffered to become that, and it was bestowed upon me, and I realized it was my path. And it's all it really means is to be a healer, through different means than the conventional going to the hospital and stuff. Anyway, that's beside the point. That's not what you guys are here for off the top, but I'm gonna get you there. Off the rip, what I'm doing with my YouTube channel to get that thing going, I'm gonna stress this. This is almost of the utmost importance. Is the community. I'm trying to be part of a community that helps each other and lifts each other up, and optimization, like optimizing titles, thumbnails, and details. I mean, with those two things alone, given attention, it's almost success is guaranteed. Surely through that, you know what I'm saying. So, and here's another thing I picked up. I just picked this up, like attaching the prompt. If I'm going to prompt you to subscribe or like, it should be behind something I'm talking about in my video, as in, like, hey, how does everybody feel about that? What I just said. Put it in the comments if you put it in the comments if you agree with me. If you agree with me, go ahead and hit the like button. As a matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? Because that way, it's like, damn. In the moment, where I got that piece of that gem from was I was watching a video, somebody did it, and it made me want to hit the like button. So I did. Otherwise, I may not have. More than likely, I probably wouldn't have. But that reminder was there in a way that actually made sense. It wasn't just like coming out the gate saying, hey, please like and subscribe. It was like, now I'm giving you an actual reason to do it. And creating the engagement within the comments. Everything counts. Like, everything counts. So I understand that behind the scenes, way more is going on than what appears or is made apparent to me. So that's why it's stressed. It should be stressed to not be ultra concerned about the amounts of views or subscribers out the gate. I mean, shit. I'm giving myself some leeway, some patience with that, and it's necessary because this is the long game with this. You know what I'm saying? Because if you strike and you're able to hit off the rip, there was definitely strategy involved there, no doubt. No way that there couldn't have been. But is that process are you able to recreate that again and again and again? Because was it so fabricated that it wasn't genuine? Organic and genuine can almost be interchangeable. So I use this right now because of my background includes something. I was living a self-destructive life, and now look at my teeth. But I have some regular ones coming too. So, but growing it, just think about the biggest trees in the world. There's some big trees out there. giant ones. Well, most of them are gone, but there's some trees that are like hundreds of feet tall. Well, that shit took time to establish organically, but now that it's established, that tree stands. That tree stands. It can't be fucked with. So I'd rather be like that than something that just sprang up and is blown away by whatever, you know, the slightest wind. So I'm showing up for myself in that aspect. And then my motivation behind what I do is I'm showing up for myself so I can show up for others. That's the motivation behind this, because the motivation behind my channel is absolutely about healing people. So like with that as the motivation, no matter what happens, I'm still on that mission. You know, because what I've experienced in my life. Hold up, wait a minute. What I've experienced in my life, and I don't even see my phone ringing right now. My phone's not even. You see that? There's nothing happening on my phone. I'm getting a call on my fucking computer or something. I don't understand what's happening right there. There we go. Sorry, everybody. So anyway, showing up for myself, man. And these are the strategies that I use. I'm on a mission to heal, but I'm trying to show you guys how I'm growing as I go, because it's therapy for myself, you know, as I look back on where I went. But as I'm processing things, this whole thing, man, it's just a beautiful thing. And like what I was trying to get at was that my experience has shown me and taught me a number of things that made me say to myself, how can I come at helping people my own way? How can I tweak the conventional format to what's working for me, and I'll be the example, and then I can give it to people and say, or take it a step further, rather design a process, give it a name, and all the finite details, come up with all that stuff and start to push it, but lead first and foremost as the example of how it's working in my life. And I'm starting with this YouTube channel. Like, this is how I'm doing it, man. I'm studying other small creators that are willing to be genuine and give information, and that's beautiful. And I'm actually putting into action the things that they're suggesting. So that's key, you know, because it's not wisdom till it's applied. Knowledge applied is wisdom. And then I'm at the same time, outside of what I'm doing, like I said, I'm the example. So what I'm doing, I'm trying to put that into my videos to give the value, because this is ultimately what I'm putting into a package is, I call it abstract recovery personal development. And it's a hybrid of a lot of different things, because I've went through a lot of therapy, etc., you know, AA things and things of that matter, that nature rather. So I've designed my own thing, because it's not what you have been taught, it's what you have learned. So with this YouTube thing, it's the same. Rock with me on this. It's the same thing, man. You know what I'm saying? You tapped in so you could see what's happening. And I'm going to say, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening is right now there's actually a movement. And I felt it, because I started to have this feeling myself, watching the videos that were all souped up in AI. Those are cool. Nothing against that. It's great. There's quality content there. However, after a while, I just became I wanted something more human, more authentic, and it was like, and I was searching for certain information, and as I actually found that information, it consistently came from a person narrator, or it was done in like lecture form, if you will. So I started to gravitate more towards those type of videos, and then I also study spiritual divination videos that are so motivating, but also if you actually can find your synchronicities with them, it can be so powerful. And those are always done in like a one-on-one format like this. And then you get to know the person and you start to actually connect with them. So it's like, boom, I didn't have the greatest support team starting out what I'm starting, which started in that last September, at the end of September last year. But I've built it through a number of people I know that I can contact, you know, through various means, but also through individuals in this community that are consistent in the same way I am. So I'm trying to show up like they do. And I've just, you know, I'm someone, honestly, I didn't have role models that I had established growing up. And my father was one, of course, but I lost him at an early age, and I was lost for a long time. So I've established some role models now. Some of those people are, I'm gonna throw them out there right now. Danny Trejo, Iceberg Slim, and I'm in a league of men next to Sonny Lindum and Iceberg Slim. Because those individuals, their story is my story. Because I know where I'm going with this. So therefore, the same way they alchemized their circumstance into an ultimate thing. Because it was taking, what it was about was taking the raw materials. And I'm not talking about in the physical form. I'm talking about those irks and jerks, man. I'm talking about those addictions and traumas, Bahama mamas, and the mental health dispositions, man. I'm talking about the habits. I'm talking about the behaviors. I'm talking about anything that you become aware of within yourself that you're like, damn, I need to change that, or I'd like to do that differently. I'm talking about all that. That's the raw material. That's the raw material to use in alchemy, because alchemy is the whole lead to gold thing is a metaphor. And that's what we do with this YouTube thing too. We turning lead to gold, baby. We alchemizing. Hey, everybody out there in the Soul Tribe, man, peace to y'all. Peace. And let me hear it in the comments if you're down to do some alchemy with me, because that's what we're doing essentially. We're taking this raw material right here, getting and working magic with it. It's a formula. It's like start to come up with an outcome within yourself. This is the gem right here, and I've just uncovered it. I've just uncovered it. Do you see it? Can you see it? Man, it's all about taking these raw materials and flipping them into gold, baby. Taking these raw materials and flipping them into gold. Because that's what life is. That's what life is about, man. That's what life is about. Every time it goes like this, gotta flip that. So you don't just stay Every time, it's an opportunity every time to go, bam, instead of being like, or lower even, you know. So, besides optimization, I could stress this every time, honestly, because it ain't something that happens overnight. Honest to God, like I'm still developing it. Optimizing details, tags, everything. Like what I do is I have a skeleton, right? Essentially of the last video, and I do different types of videos, but I'm starting to streamline everything. Like I say, like every time, get better. Be like Sun Tzu. Be like Sun Tzu. You know, it's a short book. It's probably an audio version even. It's like everything is about flipping it in that book. It's like always, you know, it's always like if your enemy's low, go high. If your enemy's high, go low. Shit like that. Like if it's dark, use the darkness. If it's light, use the light. If it's bright outside, if they are many, use that against them. You know what I'm saying? You are small, immobile. If you are many, it's like it's almost common sense, but at the same time, it's in the shadows until the light is cast upon it, so you could see it. This thing here, so I have my previous video, I reuse the details, but then I just tweak them. So I'm constantly editing myself, but like adapting it and like adding the new things I've learned, like for instance, creating a subscription tag. And there's a process for that. Like you have to go on a certain website and you just put your you just drop your URL in there and it gives you one, and then all of a sudden you can put that into a comment, you could put it into your details, you could put it into a number of places. But what happens is somebody clicks on it, it gets them to subscribe. So, and don't underestimate people reading the details or you know, the rest of the on your when they go to your channel, your video. Don't underestimate people reading that shit, man. That's because all that counts. Everything counts. Everything counts. Because engagement on a video or within a channel is telling the algorithm something. It's telling YouTube something. You know what I'm saying? They're advanced. At this stage, they're very advanced. So somebody put it to me, and I'm going to put this out right now before I sign off on this here, man. Somebody put it to me like this. You almost don't need to push it to try to like push it to all the... If you have an established community of your own on various social media platforms, your instinct would say, let me try to get all these people over here to my thing. Well, of course, but I would say, and I'm learning this the hard way. For one, most of those people, like my followers, my subscribers are going to come from complete strangers that are actually interested in what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Interested in what I'm doing. Now, how many of the people that are in my community on my other social media on other platforms, how many of those people are actually legitimately interested in what I'm doing? I don't know. Not many, honest to God. So like what happens is they go, if any of them are just supporting just to support, and it's like not genuine or whatever, it actually confuses. It's going to confuse the algorithm, YouTube, because YouTube is trying to place you. YouTube wants to get you where you need to go. YouTube wants to give you your 15 minutes of fame. YouTube wants to give me my 15 minutes of fame. YouTube wants to get me to the audience that wants to hear my shit. But if people are just like kind of coming in and going in and out and not actually rocking with it, it's confusing to the shit. It actually could say something very weird to the system. I would say. I want the people, so I decided now, I was talking about being organic and growing like a tree. That's how I would rather be, you know, because I want the people, because then I could actually, that's how I will find my people, my, you know what I'm saying? Because they're actually wanting to get down with the same subject matter, essentially lifestyle, stuff like that I'm getting down with. There was alright, before I end this right here, man, Andy Worhol. You know who he is, if you know who he is. He was an artist. He had prophesized YouTube in the sense of saying that in the future, everyone will have 15 minutes of fame. He said that in 1968. I see it like this. He was talking about the now, as in everyone can and does already on social media, if they, you know, everyone's in a position of, I'm the star. And it already was like that. So he knew that. Life was already like that, but now through these various means and platforms, we all have the ability to have our 15 minutes of fame. And the degree to which you take that is up to you. So I'm signing off, man. Hey, if you haven't already, please subscribe and like. Share me around. I'm the SouthWst Shaman. This is StereoPHiX 888. Until next time, yo. Peace.